Hey, happy Martin Luther King Day. I don't know about you, but I get pretty excited about this day because for me in my life, in first grade, I read a book about Martin Luther King that changed my entire perspective on the world, entire perspective on what it means to really engage with the world and culture and stuff like that. And it just had a lot of principles about character and integrity that I think at first grade Jonathan really enjoyed and really designed for who he wanted to be in his life. But anyways, I'm going to open up with a quote here, and it's very common, but here I go. So, darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Hate multiplies hate, violence multiplies violence, and toughness multiplies toughness in a descending spiral of destruction. Martin Luther King obviously was a civil rights leader, and but I think this quote can be used in connection to nutrition and health as well. So many of our experiences around food involve our emotions. And I see a lot of times people have broken emotions surrounding food. I know I did, and I continue to with different things. And there's certain foods that I don't like, so obviously I'm not going to enjoy those foods, and those are going to provoke negative emotions. And then there's other foods that I love, like chocolate and coffee, that are going to provoke really awesome emotions surrounding those food experiences. Oh, and gelato. I love gelato. Anyways, and so it's in these hormonal regulations of our emotions that the food experiences can either be broken and distorted or positive, engaging, really awesome experiences. And it has huge implications with our nutrition and our digestion and the absorption that we have of those nutrients of the foods we eat. And with it being around New Year's, I see a lot of New Year's resolutions going around, and a lot of people getting on new diets, a lot of people cutting things out of their diets. And I worry about this only because, well, if I set a goal, it's usually something that I want to be motivated for, to grow towards, something that's positive, something that's engaging, something that's that I'm really excited for. And cutting foods out of my diet and like oh, I got to get rid of this. Oh, I can't eat any more carbs, or I'm only going to have one donut every week, or something like that. It's more of a hindrance. It's more of a chain on us versus like releasing us to like fly and flourish with our goals and experiences. And so I just see a lot of people cutting things out of their diet. Well, I'm going to encourage everybody to try to think about things in a little bit different way. And to, instead of cutting things out of your diet, think about things that you can implement into your diet. So instead of thinking about our new gym membership, and shout out to everybody that just got a gym membership and your motives into that. But let's see you there. Let's see you continue in that route. But don't let it be a negative experience. Think about it as a positive experience. I'll get into that here in a second. So instead of cutting so many foods out of your diet, think about all the positive benefits you're going to receive if you stick to your goals, if you stick to your vision, if you stick to your New Year's resolutions of higher health and nutrition and all the positive ways you're going to feel because of that, because of the new plan that you're on, because of the new diet you're endeavoring upon. And every single person is individually different in their diet and their nutrition and how their bodies react. And so try it, try a plan. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And just kind of walk through that. Don't be upset, don't worry about it too much, but just explore and see what happens. And I'd love to hear your feedback about any plan that you're starting or challenges with that. But anyways, back to my point. So enjoying food. I want people to start on a plan that they're excited for, that they're going to enjoy completely. I don't want it to be like a shameful experience. I don't want there to be like, oh man, somebody said I can't have this anymore. Oh man, this plan has me cutting my carbs down to like 20 carbs a day or something like that. It's got to be positive experiences. So yeah, instead of thinking about like having a cart full of groceries with like a bunch of veggies and fruits that you saw in this article, and you don't even honestly know how to cook them, how to prepare them, what they're going to taste like or anything like that, and just seeing it as this giant obstacle, think about it as an opportunity. Think about your gym membership as an opportunity. Think about these things as opportunities for growth, opportunities for higher health, greater life enjoyment, and actually enjoying ourselves in our daily walk with food. I mean, we have to eat every single day, right? We have to drink water every single day. Well, some of us don't, but anyways. And these need to be positive experiences. We need to build more positivity in our lives. Of course, food is a great opportunity to do that. And through building positive experiences, we're going to have positive emotions. We're going to have positive enjoyment of our lives. And it's just going to spiral in a positive way. So, the Martin Luther King quote earlier, tying this back, it talked about love driving out darkness and love driving out hate. Well, I think a lot of times with our food experiences, we have a lot of darkness surrounding that. We have a lot of hate surrounding that, and anxiety and stress whenever we go to eat that chocolate brownie, whenever we decide to do something that later on we're going to feel guilt or later on we're going to be grieved about. And I want us to release from that. I want us to have freedom from all of those chains around our food experiences. I want us to love ourselves and love the food that we eat. I mean, God created all the food on this planet in an incredible way. I mean, there's no reason why, well, if our taste buds don't like it, we need to eat it if it's a disgusting experience. Just to eat a handful of kale thinking that it's gonna give us the, I don't know, the fountain of youth. If you don't like it, don't eat it. I would not ever encourage anybody to enjoy something or try to enjoy something that they are not going to enjoy. But I would love for somebody to explore the many different ways that kale can be prepared in a way that maybe we can enjoy it, or things that it can be paired with, or like a drizzling of a sauce, or black pepper and baking it, or etc. Anyways, so science continues to tell us that like our digestion is hugely impacted by our emotions and our hormones, and because of all of these regulatory factors that either enable us and help us with our digestion and absorption, or hinder us and chain us from like really absorbing things and cause a lot of hindrances and cause a lot of complications with our digestion. That's one huge reason why I want to kind of encourage positive experiences surrounding food. And this is something that we don't really talk about a lot in regards to nutrition. We talk about like physical health. We talk a lot about like exercise, exercise, exercise. Well, science is continuing to tell us, like I was saying, that the emotional state and mental state and spiritual state that we're in while we're eating, whenever we're thinking about food, and after our food experience is hugely important for all the regulatory factors inside of us, taking care of us from the inside out. And so, I'm not going to get into the science of it. I'm not going to get into all the nitty-gritty of it. And it's super complicated, and it'd be hard for me to really articulate, of course. But if you want to learn more about it, let me know, and I can put a video out explaining more about it. But for now, I have a challenge for everybody. In the next meal you have, the next food experience you have, I want you to think about it. I want you to contemplate what it is you might have, all the flavors that it might encompass, what things might go well with it, what pairings, what flavors, what things you are wanting to experience in that food experience. Does that make sense? So what I mean is, think about the food that you're going to eat before you go to eat it, before you go to prepare it. I want you to think about it in a preparatory state before you go off and just shove a hamburger down before you're on your way to work or whatever. I mean, I myself, I'm a college student, I'm rushing all the time, and I completely understand fast food, and I completely understand an easy granola bar or something like that. But just like being present and sitting down at a meal, I challenge everyone to sit down at their next meal. So first step, sit down. Second step, take 6 deep breaths. And I mean 6 deep breaths, as in in through the nose, out through the mouth, like we used to breathe as babies before we started being rushed into breathing in an unregulatory state. All right, so third thing. So we have sit down, breathe. Third thing, I want us to look at our food. I want us to eat it at our plates and sit down and look at it, engage with it, kind of move it around. Let's play with our food a little bit more than what our parents let us whenever we were kids. It might look a little crazy, but let's engage with it. Let's experience our food in a whole new way. There's such an opportunity for more positive experience than what we have when we don't look at it, when we don't sit and engage with it on our plates. And I want us to think about the taste. I want us to think about the textures. I want us to see the comparisons and contrasts within our plates and within all the different components of that food, and whether it provides contrast or whether it provides a complement within the meal. and how all those components fit together. And, oh, well, maybe if I did a little bit of this next time, it'd be a little bit better. Or, oh, man, well, if I put this over here or put this on top, maybe my taste buds would get this new sensation because I would be getting the bread versus the cheese first, or vice versa, if we're eating a sandwich, for example. Or think about spices that are within that dish and trying to pull those spices out on your palate and seeing if you can really taste those things. I want to encourage everybody to explore all of those things. So I said, all right, so 3 things for this challenge. 1, you're going to be sitting down. 2, you're going to be taking 6 deep breaths. And 3, you're going to be thinking about your food while you eat it. And of course, I'm a very social person. I would strongly encourage you to sit down with somebody at your next meal and engage with them and have a conversation at your next meal to build in that positive experience. And I really think that anyone who starts to practice this, starts to really engage with this concept of mindful eating, of slow eating, and can explore this as the new year continues on, I really think that you're gonna see a whole new experience come to fruition for you as an individual, and hopefully surround you at every single meal to where all of a sudden you're gonna be enjoying your foods more, you're gonna be enjoying your choices more, you're gonna be proud of yourself, you're gonna build positivity in your lives. And now the science guy here, and I'm gonna be proud because on the inside, your digestive system is going to be super proud of what you're doing because you're going to be absorbing those nutrients in a lot better way, and you're not going to be releasing any stress hormones or any of the complicated factors that can mess with your digestion while you're eating. And like I said, I won't get into the science of it just yet, but if you're interested, let me know. So let's see here, I'm going down my outline right now, so I'm sorry for my eyes looking down, but I want this to be more of a conversation. I want this to be an opportunity for you to see positivity, for growth, and I've said all these things a dozen times, and I'm sure you're getting through this 12-minute video and kind of annoyed with me by now, possibly. But my hope is that you're going to watch this video, that you're going to get encouraged, that you're going to get inspired, that you're going to get motivated to try to do this. I mean, I'm doing this because I want people to have better health, because I want people to enjoy their lives more, because I care about people and I love people and I want to get engaged and I want to be showcasing the opportunity for higher health and more positivity in people's lives, because I'm tired of seeing people down in the dumps, tired of seeing people living through darkness. We're not meant for that, and I want to be an advocate for change. Martin Luther King, advocate for change. I want to be an advocate for change myself in this day and age. If I can tie it into nutrition in my major, that's fantastic. If I can tie it into the church and ministry, that's fantastic. All right. I'll be signing off here soon because I have a research project that I need to be working on and some writing that I need to be done. But I want everyone to have a fantastic Martin Luther King Day and an homage and to celebrate in his life and his dedication to civil rights and love, and just try and bring everybody together. This week, any video that I post, I'm going to have a quote from Martin Luther King as somewhat of a foundation principle to the post, and we'll see what that looks like. But I just want to thank everybody for watching. Please share with your friends, family members, anybody who you think would be mindful of watching this video. And I want to encourage you guys to comment on this video and let me know what you think. Let me know any topics you want me to discuss down the road, anything related to nutrition, health, anything that you've seen on the media, anything that you need answers from, different questions, things that you've seen, you're like, man, is that even true? Or, hey, what should I do about this? I want to help anyone and anybody that I can right now through these videos and through this educational opportunity that I have, utilizing technology and utilizing a little bit more free time this semester that I have. Like I said, I love people, I love health, I love positivity, and I want people to step out of darkness, step out of destruction, step out of that brokenness around food experiences especially. And I think there's a lot of potential. I see potential, infinitely potential growing in my life. So this is an opportunity. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for engaging with me across social media, etc. And I'll have a blog post for this video actually coming out during this week as well. And yeah, signing off. Thank you guys so much, and stay healthy, stay happy, and have a beautiful week. Thanks, guys.